Hello, Instagram. 30 Days of Lies worked out well, didn't it? It's the 30th and I've done 18. I think this is 18th. Anyway, I'm keeping going. We're keeping going. We're going to do 30 up until April. So, as always, if you're watching, please pop a love heart in the comments or put hashtag replay if you are watching. Today, I'm going to be talking about the biggest life lessons that I have received since turning 30. Just being older, okay? So the biggest lessons that I've learned and what they mean to me and how it has helped me propel forward in life with my business, with relationships, with friendships, with everything. So let's go into it. So energy is literally everything. The energy that you put out is the energy that you will get back is one of the biggest lessons I think I have ever learned. So when you put energy out, so if you put moaning, miserable energy out, guess what you're going to get back? You will only ever get back what you put out. If you put out happy, joyful, energetic energy, you'll get happy, joyful, energetic energy back. Yeah? When how someone treats you, what someone says, how someone acts, what they say or don't say, what they do or don't do, has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. So when someone says something or acts a certain way that really nulls you up, it has got nothing to do with you. Don't walk around carrying that burden of, oh my God, I can't believe I've done that. I've made that person treat me like that. It's got nothing to do with you. Nada. It's got absolutely everything to do with them. Repeat it after me. Projection is perception. Say it. Projection is perception. When someone projects something out, it's only because that's what they see inside themselves. Someone can only meet you where they are already at. That is lesson number 3. That's one of the biggest lessons I've ever had. They can only meet you where they are. If they don't love themselves or they only love themselves a little bit, they can't love you any more than they love themselves. They can't, yeah? So if you've got someone that has hatred, self-loathing, they don't love themselves, they don't have any respect for themselves or their boundaries, guess what they're going to give to you? It's going to be the same. Where if you get someone who's full of love for themselves, has compassion and boundaries on themselves, guess what they're going to give to you? They're going to respect your boundaries and they're going to give love and energy back to you. You can only meet people where they're at. Yeah? Lesson number 4 is if you don't think it's enough, it never will be enough. You have to just decide at some point in your life, this is enough. What I have right now is enough. And I am happy and I am wholesome and I'm wholesome. You are wholesome as well. I am happy and I'm whole and I'm complete and I am enough. And the minute you decide that it's enough, it will be enough. Okay? The lesson number 5 is scarcity mindset. People love the scarcity victim mindset, and this is one of the worst things that you could be around. Now, I'm not trying to tell you to start like losing all your friends, but if you've got friends that are in that scarcity and victim mindset, you can be the light that the world needs by changing their opinion. So instead of letting them moan about what they haven't got, what isn't going right, of how they've been treated, of how things are going to miss, change the narrative. Okay, you may not have that what you want, but you got this and you've got this far, because people are never happy. We live in a society where we're constantly striving to just get better and better and better, instead of just going, hey, I'm here, I'm safe, I'm happy, and I have everything that I need, and I always will have everything that I need. I am blessed and I am lucky to live in a country where I have my freedom, and I am then going to embody that from now on. Instead of constantly trying to change ourselves and trying to go for more all the time. It is fucking exhausting, yeah? So catch your friends and catch yourself. That scarcity mindset. There is enough to go around. There is enough money for everyone in the world. There is. There is enough joy in the world. There is enough love in the world. There is enough happiness in the world. There is not a scarcity of anything. And when we can get out of that mindset of allowing that feeling of scarcity and lack, oh, I haven't got this, I haven't got that, get away from it. No, because if you embody all that lack, if you just keep thinking about what you're lacking, guess what you're going to get more of? You're going to keep yourself within that little boundary of lack and never going to be able to climb out of it, okay? No, start embodying that, this is what I have got this is what I've got, this is what I'm aiming for. Having goals is great, but just keeping yourself in that lack. Yeah. Lesson number 6 is in investing in yourself. Honest to God, I must have invested thousands of pounds in myself, because you are your biggest investment. And when you invest in yourself, you're allowing yourself to expand out of that bubble that you're in. Yes, that bubble where you're like, this is where I am, this is where I'm comfortable, I don't deserve to invest in myself, I don't deserve better things, I don't deserve to put myself first. You keep yourself in there, but when you say to the universe, I deserve to invest in myself, I deserve better, and I want better, and I want to expand out of this circle, and you do it, and you reach for it, guess what happens? You start to expand out of this circle, better things start to happen, better things start flowing to you, and you start feeling better. Lesson number 7 is, it ain't cool to put yourself at the bottom of the pile. It just ain't cool. It's not cool. This is part back to that victim, yeah? Lesson number 5 or 6, can't even remember now. That victim, putting yourself at the bottom of the pile, especially to the mothers out there. I love you, the mothers out there, but when you are constantly putting yourself at the bottom of your pile, you are not doing a service for your children, because you are showing your children that it's okay to put themselves last. Yeah? When you put yourself first and your child sees you putting yourself first and putting your health first, your well-being first, your self-love first, or setting aside a time for mum to go and do something for an hour, you are saying to your kids, it's okay for me to put myself first. It's okay for you to put yourself first. Because kids are born into the world as pure innocence, yeah? And then everything that we learn from our parents, and we learn it with love. Our parents aren't meaning to teach us bad things, by the way. It's not a parent bashing thing. Our parents always do the best of what they can with what they know at the time. Everyone does the best of what they can, what they know at the time. But sometimes when we are showing up and putting ourselves at the bottom of the pile, we're not educating the kids right. The kids should be seeing that it's okay to put yourself first. It's okay to push yourself to the top of the pile. And it is so damn important for them to see and understand that you need to be at the top of the pile. Yeah, for kids to learn that. You don't want your kids to grow up feeling sad and depressed because they're constantly at the bottom of the pile, because mum, dad hasn't got time to do anything for themselves because they're having to put everyone else above them. You don't want your kids to do that, so don't do it to yourself. Teach your children that it's okay for you to have time where you do something for yourself. Because yes, your purpose is being a mother, and your purpose is bringing children up into the world, but it isn't your purpose to make yourself miserable to make someone else happy. It is your purpose to make yourself happy, and when you're happy, the people around you will expand in happiness. The energy that you put out, I don't know where I'm at, lesson number 8 or 9, I don't even know. The energy you put out, like the energy that you are and that you embody, yeah, that you are, you're that high energy. You pick up on it. You can pick up on energy. And if you start to be able to listen to your intuition, I think I've already done the energy one, haven't I? Or on intuition. Hi, Olivia. Intuition, it is not the sixth, well, it is the sixth sense, but it's not the sixth sense that isn't real. It's a sixth sense that is real, right? You just know. Whatever you have feeling inside you, whether it's something really dramatic, like, I don't want to walk down that alleyway, or it's, I am going to get a parking space if I go up this aisle. Whatever it is, listen to it, because you know best. And when we start to listen to ourselves, we start to build self-trust. And the problem, a lot of the problem with society is we don't have self-trust in ourselves. We don't believe ourselves. So we say we're going to do something, we don't do it, and that is ruining the trust, yeah? But if we say we're going to do something and we do it, that's building the trust, yeah? So when your intuition says to you, go up the first aisle at the supermarket, the first thing at the supermarket in the car park, whatever it's called. Is it called an aisle? I don't even know. Go up the first one in the supermarket, you're going to get a car parking space, and you do it and you get one. That starts to build that little bit of trust, yeah? Then something else comes up, like, oh, yeah, maybe call that person tomorrow at that time and you'll get the right answer, or I don't know, whatever it is, the thing. There's so many things that you have that intuition for, of even when someone's talking to you and you think, I don't think they're telling the truth. Believe yourself, believe your intuition. You're not calling them a liar. I mean, you can do, I do, but no, only if I really think they're a liar, by the way. I wouldn't call them a liar unless I really think they were. So then, therefore, if I'm thinking it, they probably are. No, if you've got that feeling inside you and you don't think someone's telling you the truth, we get to call people out. We get to say, look, this story don't add up, and I've got this feeling inside me that perhaps something's not right, you're not telling the truth. And then it is their responsibility. If they want to tell you, then that. If they don't, you leave it. But you trust yourself and you trust your gut. You don't let someone else's judgment take that away from you. It is your judgment, it is your feeling, it's your gut feeling, and it's so important for you to listen to that and to trust that and to have that self-trust. Because, lesson number 10, we need to regulate our nervous system. When we are in a state of fight or flight, doesn't matter if it's like really traumatic event or just like nervous about something or not building self-trust in our body, not being the energy that we want to be, so many different things. It makes our nervous system go into a state of fight or flight. And when your nervous system isn't regulated, so many things, all the things. I could probably do a full like live on all the things that can happen, but we can get headaches, anxiety, depression, stomach problems, joint problems, body aches. So many things can happen when our nervous system isn't regulated and we're not in a state of calm and trust, self-trust, believing your energy, trusting your intuition, understanding that it's okay for you to put yourself first and be the light the world needs. Just being a good person and always trying to see the positives even when there's a negative. I don't know how long I've been talking for, but I feel like I've been talking a long time. But my point is energy. My energy's been really high today, so hopefully this will have lifted you up. And then now when you next go to the supermarket and the woman behind the checkout is looking a little bit grumpy that day, say, hey Brenda, how's your day going? I really like your top. Oh, I like your t-shirt. Anything you want to say to her, just pull her out of it. Don't think, fucking hell, she looks miserable, I'm just going to leave her be. No. Be the person that makes Brenda at the checkout happy, because when Brenda becomes happy, then she goes home and she's nicer to her kids. And then her kids are happier, and then her kids go to school happier, and then they make the teacher happy. And then the teacher's happy, and they go home and make their kids happy, and then it's a ripple effect from you making one person happy. That's the end of today's little lesson. I think I meant to do 10. I don't know if I did 10 lessons, but I did some. I hope you've watched it. If you have watched this to the end, let me know. I hope you all have a blessed day. I've got some more lives coming up. I'm psyching myself up for one of them because one of them's going to make me super emotional. It's a really important story that I want to share. But I think it's probably going to be next week by the time I share it, because I'm still here with it. Okay. I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye-bye.